Hi guys, I'm Jen Woodhouse. Welcome back to my channel. You guys have been asking for a workshop tour, so I'll show you how we designed the workshop, how we organized it, what works, what hasn't worked, what we would change for next time. And yeah, so come on in, I'll show you around. And stick around to the end. If you're just starting out, you don't need a big shop with fancy tools. I'll show you the 5 tools I use most on nearly every project. When I built the shop, I told my electrician I need enough power where I can run my table saw and my shop vac and all of the different tools at the same time without tripping a breaker. And he gave me more power than I know what to do with, which is awesome. I really love that this shop has so much power. It has a bigger electrical panel than our house. And he was really clean as he's running the wire and everything in here, which I loved.
Yeah, you don't see a bunch of like snaked wires running everywhere, except for the stuff that we did, like the lights here, these Edison bulb lights.
Oh yeah, well those are string lights, which I think I need to take those down because I don't ever turn them on.
No, I mean the only reason we put them up in
like
here
ambience. Let's like set the mood. No, it's a shop. Let's count how many outlets we have in the shop.
There's 3 double gangs on each wall.
Is it a quad gang?
No, it's a double gang. Single gang is like
But there's 4 little pluggy things.
Correct. In a double gang, there's 4 outlets.
4 pluggy things.
Pluggy things. Okay, so on each wall, there's 3 double gangs. So that's 3, 6, 9. Double gang. Number 10, 18, 19, 20, 25, 27. I feel like I've missed one. There's 27, and then
There's got to be more than that. I mean.
Well, you've got the one over here that was 220, and
yes,
the one over
we've
there.
got 220.
Originally,
one over there and one over there for the welders.
Right. So needless to say, we got a ton of power in the shop. We have as many breakers out here as we do in the house.
No more.
Do we really?
I think so.
That is exciting.
There's more power in this shop than there is in our house.
I am in no way surprised.
And it's on a separate meter too, so we have 2 electric bills.
Perfect. I'm in for it. All right, well, do you want to walk around the shop a little bit and see what else is going on?
Yeah. I'll just take you around. In the maker community, we collect stickers and we trade stickers, so I wanted a place to put all of my stickers for my friends and my brands that I work with and all the things. So I made this sticker board that I can take with me in the next shop or wherever we go. Let's see, there's a John Malecki, Alex, Brad, Bob, some of the brands that I love to work with. Some travel stickers too, I think.
And then this handy dandy chart.
This was made by April Wilkerson. I love that conversion chart. She actually has it for sale, I think, on her website. But yeah, so then let's move along. We'll work our way around.
Okay.
All right, we've got a big whiteboard. Obviously, we just storyboard everything, or project lists, task lists, things like that. My dad, when he came to visit, he was like, you know what? You need a couch in your shop. So we got a couch in the shop. And it's actually really, really nice. All right, we've got a tool wall here. This is my pegboard wall where I keep the tools that I use most. It's easy to grab right off the wall. I've got drills, my carpenter's square, tape measures, safety glasses, things like that. I'm thinking about maybe upgrading it to like a French cleat system or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think we might make some changes, some improvements. Also, this is kind of cool. This is a restaurant ticket holder thing. So I can just like put stuff up there and like, look at this cute picture that my son drew. It's so cute.
That is adorable. That's like 6-year-old Liam drew Iron Man.
I know, he's really cute, so I kept that up there. I do want to show you my sandpaper thing. I have plans for this on my website. It's just a scrap wood project and I keep all the sandpaper organized. I feel like I'm opening up a pony clamp store. These are still in the packages. Actually, this clamp is actually really cool. Like if you're making picture frames or something like that, it's got this band, the strap goes around and then it clamps the frame. So nice. Super useful. I actually have opened, these are just extras.
This workbench.
All right, this is my workbench. I built this, actually have plans on my website for this as well. It's super heavy duty and I actually designed it so that you can take the top off and replace it if you need to after this one gets all janky, but I haven't had to do that yet. I probably should, but I actually really love the whole look of it. I think what I'll do in the future is when I do go to replace it, I wanna maybe frame this and it's art, and memories.
Where will you hang this piece of art?
In our house.
Okay.
Or not. Also, I want to show you on the other side of this. So this is obviously mobile. It's all on wheels, so I can move it anywhere. But I also have this situation. We need to clean up around here, but yeah.
Sorry.
So a little bit more storage there, lots of storage underneath. And then we've got these clamp tracks, where I've got these Craig clamps and I just put them on the track and then I can clamp stuff down. So that's really helpful. I've got plans for this workbench on my website. You can build it too. This has been such a great workbench.
I see more stickers.
Oh, yeah.
You have a thing
and
of
then I've
stickers.
also got these magnetic strips here for magnetic things. We've also got these 2 big Husky tool chests. I have a few things in here that I've organized. This is all, nails and pieces and parts that are in little divided trays, nail strips, things like that. Paint stuff, all the paint things that I need. Paint pyramids, paint sticks, brushes, tape, all the things. These are big tools. It's a deep drawer, and then I've got nailers. I did label these things, right?
Yeah, it's under the dust.
Yeah, it's all under the dust. Sawdust.
You know what we need.
A dust collection system. Forstner bit set from Diablo. I love this set. I use that a lot. And oh my gosh, I'm missing one. Where did it go? I need to find it.
We'll find it later.
Yeah, definitely need some dust collection. That'd be great. Okay, so this is welding stuff. Got welding things, consumables, welding gloves and safety stuff, adhesives, drill bits. I bet my Forstner bit is in there. Rigid tools. See, they're all nicely labeled. It is organized.
It is organized.
Sometimes it just gets a little
It's very dusty, but organized.
Yeah, sanding discs. Lots of sanding discs. Welding consumables. Yeah. All the things. So this is kind of like my welding bench, I guess. Speaking of welding, we did put our welder in storage because I was trying to just clean up everything and make room for the new saw. So we put a lot of tools in storage as well. But yeah, we can always pull it out and weld when we want to weld.
So that Husky tool chest is Jen's. This one I claimed when they showed up, and I don't know if she agreed to it, but she's learned to live with it. So I really do like Husky tools. In here I keep all of the Husky standard and metric socket, or wrenches rather, and they've got
shiny they are. And
there's grease on some of them. Like I don't.
They're so clean.
That sounds real. No, it's not. Look, there's all kind of sawdust on it. That's real judgy of you over there, Woodhouse. And then in here I've got all of the socket sets that we've got from Husky. Really like Husky tools. They have a great warranty on them. They're fantastic.
This is not a Husky ad.
No, I'm just saying I like them. And then again, screwdrivers. I have some more Husky things that I haven't managed to open yet because, like somebody pointed out, I'm not a mechanic.
He likes to store the tools.
I have tools so that I can learn to use them when Jen lets me or shows me. Down here, we've just got some more bigger tools that we don't use all the time, but I like these big deep drawers, just like on yours, where we can keep that big stuff. Hey, look, there's PPE. With all the dust in here, I'm gonna need that, so let me set that over there. Oh gosh. In this side, miscellaneous and assorted gloves.
Did you know an iron is also a power tool?
An iron is a power tool. What do we use that for?
Veneer.
Edge banding.
Yes.
That's right. Here, various and assorted electronics. Every man has a drawer with miscellaneous electronic cords stuffed into it. Every man, everywhere. Tell her in the comments that what I'm saying is true. Every man has a drawer like this. Why do I have so many padlocks? That's weird. I got a lot of padlocks. I have a electric carving knife in here, and then some more abrasive stuff, rotary tools, various and assorted pliers and hose clamps and stuff like that. And finally, the drawer of every Allen head, screwdriver bit, piece, just random stuff. It's really organized. I can find everything I need immediately all the time. And then of course on the top, we turned this into a battery station because what I do love about these cabinets is on the top, there is a power strip built in on each side. So I really like that all I gotta do is plug 2 plugs in through the back of this thing into the wall, and I can put up a boatload of these chargers. All right, so how many clamps do you think a woodworker needs, Jen?
Just one more.
Just one more. Mm-hmm.
Just one more.
One bloody more clamp. This is ridiculous. You know what's really funny about this? I actually took some of the clamps and put them in storage. Because we didn't have enough of the big clamp storage rack for them.
Yeah, that's a DIY project, the clamp rack. I think that's on my website as well. And then these little metal clamp racks, I just found on Amazon, and they work really well. But yeah, tons of great bar cabinet clamps. I love those parallel clamps. I use them when I'm joining tabletops together. A woodworker needs just one more clamp. Now we come to the lumber racks. I also got those on Amazon. They're really great for storing all of your lumber. As you can see, wall space is a premium here in the shop. So we try to use up as much wall space as we can. Here's my miter saw, I use that a ton. I love the articulating arm and I love that you can push it up closer to the wall. I didn't build myself a miter saw station because I wanted to remain mobile. We can just fold this up, throw it in the back of the truck, move to the job site. By we, I mean Adam. He lifts all the heavy things.
So one of the things we've done to the shop most recently that's a big change is we installed this set of cabinets and butcher block top. It was really convenient. We were able to literally just to go down to Home Depot. These cabinets were not super expensive.
It was cheaper to buy them than for me to build it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got this section here, this one, and then this one, and then put a top on it, screwed everything to the wall. We're good to go. I really wanted to paint it, but
it's gonna get paint on it.
Nobody has time for that.
It's gonna get paint on it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So everything in the shop that has a top ends up being a catch-all for everything.
And it's also a workspace. I love that I have multiple workspaces.
Right. So now we were able to store a lot of our consumables, some of the bigger tools that take up a lot of counter space, like there's a
And stuff that I don't use as much, like the planer.
planer in there, there's a bench top sander.
Yeah, got my favorite Rubio Monaco stuff. This is finish. I really love this stuff. I use that on almost every project. And this beautiful workspace.
So love this as an upgrade to the shop, as an addition to it. Now we've got a little bit more counter space, a lot more storage space, which allows us to keep this space open.
Also thinking about resale, when we go to sell the house, if somebody wants to use this as an actual garage, this is still such a narrow footprint that you can park the car in here without this obstructing that pathway. One non-negotiable for me was to have a temperature-controlled workshop because I have worked years in freezing weather and sweltering summers, and so I was tired of being super hot in the summertime, freezing cold in the wintertime in my workshop, and so we got this mini split. It's such a huge luxury to have a temperature-controlled workshop.
Yeah, it allows her to come in here any time of the year and make me sweat constantly. It's always too warm.
It's like 30 degrees outside, but in my shop, it's so nice at 73 degrees.
That's right. One of the other things we did in this shop is we used 3/4 inch plywood for all the walls. We didn't do any sheetrock in here.
No.
Jen loves it because it's beautiful, and we also don't have to search for a stud anytime we're trying to hang something. I like it because I'm clumsy and I drop things, occasionally throw things, and I don't put holes in the wall, so that's kind of good.
Yeah, and it smells really good in the shop all the time. It smells like fresh cut wood.
And then behind the walls, we've got 3 inches of spray foam insulation, and the ceiling, we did 6 inches of spray foam insulation. So even with big garage doors and it being a shop separated from the house, with the insulation and the mini split, if you put it on 72, it stays on 72. So as much as we love having this temperature controlled mini split, we've had a couple of problems with it.
Yeah, so tell me in the comments if you have a recommendation for another mini split or what's been working for you in your workshop. I'd love to hear it. So the reason why we cleaned up the workshop and reorganized everything was to make space for my dream saw, the SawStop Professional Cabinet Saw. This has been on my wish list for years, and I'm so excited to finally have it in the shop. But yeah, it has been a dream come true, and I cannot wait to do all of the projects from now on this thing because it is gonna be the workhorse in my shop. If you can afford to get a SawStop, I would say that that's the one thing that you really should invest your money in because of the safety feature it has where it stops the blade if your fingers touch the blade. So it's a huge investment, but a worthy one.
Yeah, it's not just an investment in a woodworking tool, it's an investment in your own health. So the SawStop, if you don't know, the mechanism built into it is if your finger touches the blade while the blade is on, it senses the connection and drops and stops the blade immediately.
So it's a huge safety feature. But regardless, we have other tools in the shop. Having a tourniquet in the shop, as well as a first aid kit, is definitely something that you want to have in your shop.
So once we got the saw into the shop, got it unboxed, got it assembled, I went to go plug it up and I discovered I had a small problem. The 3 horsepower SawStop uses a NEMA 615R plug. That is not the outlet that we have anywhere in here. So
our 28 outlets, we have none of those.
Of our ridiculous number of outlets and more power than we could possibly ever need, I have the wrong connection. So I had to go in, I had to rewire the outlet and the breaker box to make sure that my breaker had the right amps with the outlet and the saw. So problem solved. It works.
I'm still gonna have an electrician check it.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
So if you're just starting out, these are the 5 tools that I use the most. These are my workshop workhorses. A good drill and driver, track saw, brad nailer, and my miter saw. Those are the 5 tools that I use most on tons of different projects, whether it's furniture building, woodworking, home renovations, any of that stuff. So drill driver, track saw is really great. If you don't have a table saw, or if you don't have space for a table saw, a track saw is a great alternative. Brad nailer is really great for pretty much nailing anything. All of these are cordless tools. I love that. I don't find that they're lacking in power at all compared to corded tools, and I could just take them anywhere. So if you're shopping for your first bundle of tools, you might want to keep in mind a certain brand so that you can stay within the same battery system.
As you can see, Jen has a various and assorted set of brands behind her and in drawers.
Yeah.
And we have batteries of all sorts everywhere.
Yes.
It is very confusing sometimes.
No, it's not. They're all color-coded. So let me know in the comments mini split and dust collection recommendations and anything else that might be working for you really well in your workshop. I'd love to hear it. But thanks for taking the Woodhouse Workshop Tour, and we will see you next time.
Bye.